To begin this pumpkin pattern, the first thing you do is get a book that's about 500 pages long. If it's soft cover, go ahead and peel off the cover. If it's hardcover, you're going to need to use a utility knife and cut off the top and the bottom. So you have a beautiful stack of books like this. So then you're going to take your pumpkin pattern, which is, there's a link below, and you're going to cut it out. Now, you may have to cut it out a little bit bigger or smaller depending on the height of your book. So for me, my book is fairly short, and a short book is considered under 22 centimeters. I'm going to cut this pumpkin pattern a little bit towards the inside just to make it a little bit shorter. And then there's this extra white paper here. Again, it depends on your book. So for me, I don't need the white strip, so I'm going to cut it right off. And as you can see, it fits my book perfectly at this point. I'm going to make sure, you might want to cut this out in cardboard. It makes it a little bit easier to make your template. And then you're going to go ahead and trace it. Now you have a choice. You can either use scissors and just cut out a few pages at a time, or if you're comfortable with a utility knife, I think that's a lot easier, especially on this pattern that doesn't have a lot of ins and outs. You could use a utility knife. So again, totally up to you. So I'll show you both methods. So if you're going to use a utility knife, you're just going to keep on going over and over it. So you're cutting probably closer to 20 pages at a time. So it does go a little bit faster if you are choose to use that utility knife. But again, it depends on your comfort level. So be super careful if you're doing this method. I'm just doing it section by section, and I just keep on going over it. You definitely need to take your time, and as you can see, it just starts peeling away. So that's the first method. If you prefer to use scissors, you can go ahead and do that as well. We got our little section that goes down so that we can, this will be where the stem will go in. So that'll give it a nice shape. Please make sure you stay to the end so you can see all the different methods to decorating this pumpkin. This would be a good time to like and subscribe, please, so that I can keep on making these videos. So again, I'm tracing the template on. And then if you prefer to use the scissor method, you can go ahead and do that. Again, that's really a few. Making sure that everything is even. I think for this section over here, it'll be really hard with the scissors, so that I think I might do a combination of both. I think I might use the scissors for that, and then for this right here, I think I might use a utility knife. You definitely have that choice. notice, like I do sometimes go back in and just clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to continue throughout all these 500 pages. And then make sure you stay tuned. And then at the end, I will show you the finished product with all the different ways to decorate. This is just the perfect fall craft. So once you're finished painting and it's dried, I went outside to my garden and I got a stick, and then I also found just some leaves from old flowers. You could also use some green ribbon. It's totally up to you how you want to decorate this. So before you do anything, the easiest thing to do is to go ahead and glue your stick right in the middle of your book. Now I got a nice like twisty stick. I just thought that was pretty. Decide which side you want up. I think that's a little bit more interesting. So go ahead and glue your stick down. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing I'm going to have to cut a little bit more off because this area right here is just going to be in the way. So let's try that again. As you see, a lot of this is just trial and error. There's really no right or wrong way to do any of this. It's whatever you think looks the way you want it to look. I think I want that a little bit further up. Once that's glued into place, then you're going to go ahead and open up your pumpkin like so. And you're going to have to bend the binding so it gets nice and round. And once you do that, you're going to go ahead and try to glue this shut. So again, it's going to take a lot of glue, a little bit of pressure actually. Just hold that shut, just so it kind of holds. I have some craft clips that I have. That's also another way to try to get this to kind of hold. I'm just going to use some craft clips for now. Like so, just to hold it in place. While that's getting held in place, I'm going to go ahead and add some of my greenery. Again, go ahead and just glue that into place, like so. I have some more. I just happen to want a lot of greenery. Totally up to you. Get that stick right in that middle. Like so. You could add some raffia as well if you want to add even more textures. It's totally up to you how you want to do this.